everything just dropped for the Austin Major, and we've got a lot of different things to break down, starting off with the brand new content that just came into the game. And it's very interesting because we've got the first of its kind, starting off with the 3 capsule format returning, but the Contenders capsule contains 16 teams. This is absolutely insane. This thing is jam-packed to the brim with all the different stickers, making every sticker inside of this going to be a very interesting and really hard aspect to get. Combine that with the fact that we do have a border on all of these stickers. You've probably seen it already. Some of them are supporting a paper, some of them are supporting a little text and badge, and some of them just have a pure outline. It's very interesting. It's the first of its kind we've seen in this area as well. It's going to be very interesting to see how all of these things shape up. Now, otherwise, we've got a couple interesting things. First up, the format is going to be the same as previous majors. You're going to be buying your pass for $10 or $18 with 3 extra tokens, which is a deal, but do remember souvenir packages are not the most interesting. You're going to be making your picks all the way through. We've got stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and the playoffs like we expected. Skinland is today's sponsor, and they're also sponsoring you with a free $10 on your first trade. It's where I personally sell my skins because you're going to be getting the highest rate out there. They're offering a maximum amount of money in a minimum amount of time, and it's going to be nearly instant with tons of different payout options. Combine that with their massive marketplace where you're going to be able to buy anything in the entire game you're looking for with a ton of different deposit options here as well. Right now, this is the #1 place to go ahead and sell or buy skins in my personal opinion, so go ahead, use code MasterShiny and check them out today. Now, talking about investments, there's a lot to break down here, specifically because the Austin Major is the first one in a while to have a border. Some people are looking at these borderless capsules from previous majors and thinking about the opportunity they have. They are already shooting up for something like the Antwerp Legends, up already 25% in just a day or two. Now, it's really important to realize that a lot of this is most likely going to be hype. Just because these have a border doesn't necessarily automatically mean that these previous sticker investments are going to be somewhat of an amazing investment. Now, it's just not the case. People traditionally forget about those older major stickers, and you gotta be honest, there is a lot of different borderless options. I don't think overnight we're going to see some massive success just because Austin does have a border. It's really good to see that it has a border, but with that being said, that doesn't make it a great investment for these previous capsules or the Austin Major here as well. Although the Austin Major capsules, like I mentioned earlier, one of them has 16 teams inside of it. That is a huge opportunity. Now, I've been alluding to it a little bit, but I gotta talk about these sticker capsules. First up, we got the Legends, which are gonna be your team starting at stage 3. This is right before the playoffs. These are gonna be some of the best teams in the world at the moment, giving themselves one heck of a head start. You got the Challenger sticker capsule as well. These are all your stage 2 teams, which are some of the better ones out there. It's very interesting. Both of these two are traditionally what we would see for a capsule. The Contenders is where it's all at. This is a huge opportunity. On the surface, it looks like it's got 8 teams just because of the way it looks, and then you realize there are so many teams behind the actual logo itself. 16 teams in total, and some of the biggest names out there in the current moment for sticker crafting. You've got FlyQuest, you've got Imperial, you got Tai Lu, you've got Lin Vision, you've got a ton of different options, and we've got some also brand new teams like Bet Boom, NRG, which we'll get to those in a quick second. It's a huge opportunity, and I'm really excited to see what this capsule does because this is going to be one of the most interesting aspects we've seen for sticker investing in a while. The truth is, if 1 or 2 of these stickers explode in price, it's going to be very hard to get them because your odds are 50% less than the other 2 capsules because there are 100% more stickers here. Now, for the first time in what I believe is a very long time, in every single one of these 3 starting capsules, we've got at least one brand new team. Starting off with the Legends capsule, we've got Aurora, which is crazy that a Legends capsule has a brand new team. First time ever entering into a major under this organization. Challengers comes in with M80 and Team Falcons, both of which are making their debut as well. Contenders coming in with 4 brand new teams. 4 out of 16 is crazy. We've got the Sea Warriors, we've got Bestia, we've got B80, and we've got Mesaport. This is going to be a very interesting lineup because traditionally these are one of the things that really help potentially boost a capsule to be very profitable. Now, obviously that's a very long stretch in advance, but it's at least good to see at least 7 new organizations out of 32 heading into their first ever major, especially here in Austin. Now, talking about souvenir packages, once again there is a lot of changes inside of this area. First up, Train is going to be played at the Austin Major, which is something we previously confirmed. We actually don't know which Train collection it's going to be, whether it's going to be the 2021 or the 2025. That's really up in the air at this point. We're gonna have to wait and see, and it's gonna be very cool to do so. Otherwise, I would definitely highly recommend you check out your Dust 2 and other packages that have done well previously, but do remember souvenir packages are one of the worst investments you can make. Honestly, I'm gonna be redeeming all of my tokens for Train just because it's going to be the unique one for this major. Otherwise, I would highly suggest you don't actually make too strong of an investment because traditionally these are one of the worst. They die off almost instantly after the major is over, and there's really no unique factors, at least at this point, that we know of. Now, talking about important data, we got a lot of things to break down. First up, it's the first time since 2019 Valve has come in quite early for these stickers. Otherwise, you're gonna have more than enough time time to buy these stickers. I can nearly guarantee they're going to be here for 4 to 5 months. It's just traditionally what we've seen, and unfortunately or fortunately, that's just the way it is. You're gonna have more than enough time. There's going to be a 75% off sale, almost guaranteed. Happens every time, and Valve would definitely let you know if there isn't. Otherwise, we've got a lot of different assorted data in the back here for the other previous sticker majors and their application rates. I would highly suggest that you don't make any strong investments anywhere at this point, especially for these other capsules. I think they're going to be experiencing a lot of hype just because of the way Austin looked, but there's really nothing that has fundamentally changed about these investments. Traditionally, they're not going to be instantly soaring up overnight in price and actually keeping that price, in my personal opinion. I would highly suggest you don't make anything real concrete. Now, we've actually got a lot of real big changes outside of the Austin Major. First up, Cash has been officially bought by CS2. They bought out the rights to it, which means Cash is almost guaranteed to be coming in the future. Probably not 2 in the future because Valve's going to rehaul it, but very good to see. Otherwise, 4 brand new capsules came in with this update last night. Yep, that's right, 4. These are going to be the Warhammer edition. If you didn't know, there's one already in the game. These ones are not going to be anything too crazy in my honest opinion. They're not really packed with stickers, but they are cool. You're going to be able to get some brand new stickers, and they present a lot of opportunity when it comes to a positive ROI down the line. They're going to be cool, and that's about it. Now, talking about the best capsules to invest in, first up, we're not making any investments today. I think that would be a very big mistake. However, I would definitely say people are going to underestimate this Contenders capsule because there is 2 times as many teams inside of it. It's going to be a very interesting dynamic that we have not seen before, and I've mentioned that a couple times in this video, but it's really important because that presents the biggest opportunity for investing down the line. We're not doing it right now, but there is an opportunity there. Otherwise, the Legends and the Challenges are probably going to be your run-of-the-mill investment when it comes to stickers, and especially in today's current market with the major stickers. Overall, there's not a ton of opportunity presented inside of this market. The biggest thing is avoid these autographs. Autographs are one of the worst investments you can consistently make, and honestly, unless there's a super low supply on these things, you're usually not going to be able to make a lot of profit. Overall, they present a lot of risk because they usually, once again, die out rather quickly after the major. I would say overall, definitely watch the Contender sticker capsules, the Contender autographs even maybe a little bit, but I'm not making any investments today, that's for sure. Now, what should you be doing right now? Well, first up, I would highly suggest you check out everything that the Austin Major has brought to the game. There's a lot of different areas, even if it's not for investing. See if you want to pick up the pass or not. The pass is a guaranteed loss, but you get the Souvenir token and things like that. Otherwise, I would highly suggest you check out the new teams and the new logos. We really haven't talked about the teams with the new logos. Those are those NRG and Bet Boom Week we were talking about earlier. We've also got the old Complexity logo back, which is going to be very cool to see. Overall, there's a lot of changes that were made for this Austin Major that you should go check out yourself personally to understand if you want to make an investment into this area, if you want to hold off and do whatever you really want, and don't trust anyone else when it comes to an investing decision. This is your idea at the end of the day. You're going to be making the profit, you're going to be making the loss. There's a lot of things for the Austin Major that have the potential to profit, but no one knows for sure. That's pretty much all I got. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.